My son is here in MangoTown. He's been taking the facilities here from the consultants for the last 2.5 months maybe, and I have been satisfied in different directions. But I could say because I have been to other places to get around things that I have been having difficulty, or my son was having some difficulty to get around with. Uh, if I give example, one would be speech, the other would be the sleeping dysregularities, or even the sensory dysregularities. Now, where I found this place is the place better than the other ones that I have tried before, is that there is always a one-to-one connection that was built up. It's not like empty. Or the other places where I've been to, the reason I didn't continue or didn't want to go through, or I felt it didn't work actually, is because every time the consultant or the therapist or the specialist who was working on him or was working with him would change. It would change like every day. So there was no real connection that was being made. But here the connection, what I saw is that first the effort was given to build a connection, and then slowly trying to understand how to get around the issues that we reported. So first there is an assessment, and that is very detailed. That's another thing which I like, that a lot of places the assessment is like a thing to be done, but it has to be done, so you do it. Here what I found is that the assessment has a template, it has a process, it has a category wise things for different sections that can be worked upon. There are sections where you do not need to work on, of course, because everyone has different difficulties or everyone has different needs. Now, this template, if you look at it, the way it was, the evaluation was done, is that some parts are actually empty, or I can say the template was kept as is. The parts where things had to be done, those were only filled up, and the specific amount, extent, that was also given. And also during the evaluation, it was asked from us that what are the expectations from us, like the top 3 priorities on which we are facing the difficulty and we want to get around that, and then we can go step by step. So the thing I would say, if I have to say in a gist, or I need to summarize my experience, I would say that it is methodical. It's not somewhere, because there are mushrooms of places I've seen where, and me as a parent, I would go anywhere, because for me every single place is a hope where I can get some sort of a support, some sort of knowledge, something that can be done to enhance the experience or get around the difficulties that me and my kid is having. But all these mushrooms are not same. That's the problem. Now here I felt really good, and the other thing is that my kid is also feeling good. So initially, of course, it's a new place. He was not liking to come here, but now after 2.5 months, he wants to come here. And if I don't take him here, then he doesn't like it. So that's a totally huge change that has come into him, which is important. And at the same time, the things on which we were working on, all those things were better. Obviously, they have come up from where he was, from the baseline, and it would take some time to get to the level that we expect. And another thing which I would say and close this is that something that is drastically different from any other place is that the counselors would on a regular basis come and talk to me as a parent to know what my feedback is. And it's not something that waits for 2-3 months. It's something that happens almost every class or every alternate class, where the counselors will come and say, okay, everything is fine. Are you facing some new issues, or is the current issue a little less or more? How can we alter things? And if I have any questions, they help us also. Because for these situations, it's very important for the parents to know what to do and when to do. So that's another huge support that they provide, and I really love it.